everybody. Welcome back to the 12 Beers of Christmas. I'm Lars. This is my friend Mark. We are glad to be doing another episode. I believe this is episode 10 in our series.
It is episode 10. Man, it's been a lot of work to get here, right?
It has.
Yeah, but it's been quite a journey because you know what? These are the best journeys too, right? Because it's a lot of work, but you know what? What are we doing? We're drinking beer. Like, who doesn't like to drink beer? Especially for the holidays.
It's not a hard gig.
No, it's a pretty easy gig, actually.
It's
it almost comes naturally, well, especially to you.
Maybe we should do the 365 beers of
Oh,
Christmas.
yes, we can. It'll be a daily podcast coming to your inbox next year in 2024. As long as we don't do them too early in the morning.
No,
Anyways.
just for the breakfast.
I interrupted you. Sorry, friend.
We're all good. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about Waterloo Brewing Company out of Waterloo. Place where I grew up, so I know them quite well. It used to be Brick Brewery, and they were one of Ontario's first craft breweries, so there's a lot of history there. And they've really grown over the past 40 years and turned into quite the establishment in the Waterloo area. So
I think you should also, because part of that history is to share your history with the brewery. I think that's very important.
yeah, so back before we could order online, we used to call the brewery and order kegs from them. The big drinks there were Red Baron and Waterloo Dark, and Waterloo Dark is one of the beers we have here. They're still brewing it, which is a beer I've always liked. Naomi was the person who was working the retail store, so she would always set people up with beers. One day she asked me what bar did I own, and
What's that really say?
I didn't own a bar, but I did like their beer. So, being one of the first small craft breweries in the province, it was nice to have that locally. They had a nice tasting room even back then. It's much bigger and better now. They've got food as well, and they're getting into some other drinks. So they've grown. They've done great for the region. So it's good to see.
Yeah, and I think that was the birth of your keg fetish, right? Because
It was.
you were telling me stories that's where you would go, and that's how you got to know this Naomi lady, is that you would be refilling kegs all the time. And I guess, it's a reasonable question. Hey, what brewery you work for, or what pub? Because when you're in there once a week filling up a keg, it's like, holy shit.
In fairness, I had thirsty friends and neighbors.
Yes, let's blame it on them.
Yes.
I have those too sometimes.
Yeah,
I get it.
that's why you have beer on the floor.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, I do. I have too much beer.
Too much
A good problem to have, folks. A good problem to have. Anyways, the other thing that could do a little bit of research, because now we're becoming a really fancy podcast and we're actually doing background research. Carlsberg actually bought these guys, so they're actually the owners of Waterloo Brewing. I didn't even know that, and either did my long historical friend. Like, he didn't even know that, so it's quite interesting. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it's a big company.
Yes, very big.
Yeah.
But Waterloo is a good staple brewery, and I say brewery because they have some really good beers in their lineup. I order from them personally quite frequently because I do like their beers quite a bit. And Lars, obviously, he refills his kegs. Do you still do that today?
I no longer have.
Yeah, you got cut off, didn't you?
Well, after the leak in the carpet and the fire truck coming by,
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
that ended it for me.
I get it.
Yes.
I get it for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, so today, obviously, we got a couple of their beers here. The Waterloo Dark that Lars already referenced, which is a nice dark ale. It's 5% alcohol, so it's right middle of the road, like Joe average, which is quite good. Really, really good, tasty beer. It's not a heavy beer again. I don't think any of the beers we really talk about are really heavy beers at all anymore. But it's a good one. I think we'll probably taste test that one today. They also have a really good craft lager. If you're a lager guy like I am, I really enjoy this. This is a great summer beer. This is a great beer for, having 2, 4, 6, 8, could have been a 6-pack kind of night. That's a good beer for that. They also, just so we make sure you guys know what they also offer. They also have a great amber, which I enjoy. They have IPAs. They do quite a bit of radlers. So they got a grapefruit radler and a raspberry radler. And then they do some seasonal brews, which is straightforward there. Comes out when they're ready. I didn't know this either, and I don't know if you knew this, but the Laker products brewed there as well.
Yeah.
So all the Laker brands, Laker Lager, Light, Ice, Red, Strong, is all there. They also do the brewing for Landshark, which is out of the States. So they obviously do the brewing up here for Landshark. And they do the Seagram products as well, which is the vodka coolers, the Tiki Mule, and Red Cap Ale. So they do a lot of other brand brewing as well, which is kind of cool. And they got the facilities for it too, right?
Yeah. And Seagram's used to be in Waterloo. They had a big presence,
Yes.
a big facility. So it's nice that they're putting money back
Yeah.
into the community as well. And one other thing, just on their beers, they only use 4 ingredients, which is great. It's a very pure brewing process, which makes the beers taste incredibly well.
Which is a lovely
gooder. They taste gooder.
Yes.
Goodness.
Yeah, we got to keep our rating scale up, because otherwise
they're the
certain
goodest
people might
beers.
get pissed off at us.
Yes.
So now you brought up taste.
Yes.
We should taste.
We should taste.
Do you want me to pour or you want to pour?
Yeah, you can pour this
You
stuff.
want me to pour?
Yeah.
So I don't get to do this very often because Lars really likes pouring.
I do.
But here's the great sound, the favorite sound of every day. Yeah, there it was. Hopefully it came out loud and clear on the microphone there. I'm going to be a polite gentleman and pour for my friend first. So you always start off with a gentle angle, and then you straighten out the cup to get some of that nice head in there. Should always end up with a decent amount of head, so it gets rid of some. Oh, I gave you probably too much.
Oh.
I think I don't have a lot in the can now.
Well, we might have to open
I
another
was
can.
getting excited for Lars there. No, it just means, oh, look at that. Sorry, Lars. You got more to drink than me.
All right.
Anyways, Waterloo Dark. Here we go. Dun, da, da, da. Oh, we got cheers, eh?
Cheers.
Oh. So it just smells like a beer to me, right?
Yeah, like a dark ale. Yeah.
Again, we're not scientists. We're not brainiacs when it comes to the sniff tests and the taste buds.
We don't swish or swoosh.
Yeah. Well, we should make up our own, eh?
Yeah, good.
We swash.
Slosh. Chug.
Yeah, you just got, see, I get the hints of the caramels, or, some people might call it something different, maybe a little chocolatey.
Yeah.
You get that?
Yeah, a bit.
But it's very light, right? So it's not a bold slap in your face kind of taste again. So if you're, again, if you're one of those people that normally drinks just lagers or, I hate to say it, like Coors Lights and Buds and all that stuff, this isn't a big leap forward. It's got flavor, which is different from those beers, right?
Yeah.
They really don't have flavor. This has just got a sense of taste, and it's not strong and overpowering.
Yeah, it's not going to fill you up quickly. This you can drink on the patio in the summer.
Yeah.
It's great with a burger.
Yeah. Well, dark beers are usually good with red meats for sure, right? And some nice like chicken dishes and that too.
Your Christmas steak.
Christmas steak, yes. Yes. I guess I gotta stop doing the turkey and do this big steak thing. You're changing me forever.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Diversification.
Influence.
Yeah.
You'll know it's bad when I start taking my truck to the local brewery for a keg refill.
Yeah. Those days are gone.
You know what? This tastes like another.
Yeah.
It really does. I could get into this today. Whoops. We might only get this film done, and then we're probably going to disappear for the night. I apologize. Because this is actually very tasty.
Yeah, I can drink these all night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to just hang out tonight?
Sure.
All right. Well, there we go. Well, I think that's about it, eh, for this one.
Yeah.
We don't want to get too carried away. We'll probably talk about these guys, next year, because we are going to keep this podcast going. Not necessarily 12 Beers of Christmas, but we're going to do brewery visits, breweries, stories. We're going to talk about different beers, ales, lagers, IPAs, all that stuff. And then we'll definitely feature something like this again. Because why? Because we like it. But we like all kinds of beer. So
We do, but
365 days of beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you might not like every beer at every brewery, but you generally will like one or two, and that's what you're looking for, right?
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the one thing it's like, even if you like lagers, like you'll go somewhere in this craft brewery world and you're going to find one you don't like because they all brew them differently. So it comes down to sometimes the little tweaks they do because everyone's trying to make theirs a little different. Some you may not like. And sometimes you get bad batches too, which, that does happen, especially with small batch brewing. So, but anyways, so Waterloo, which is in Waterloo, they got a great selection of beers. It's not a big, not a 10-12 lineup, but like Lars mentioned, 4 ingredients, so it's really simple beer, but very tasty beer, which is important to us.
Yeah, simple and tasty.
Yeah, simple and tasty. That's our motto.
Yeah, put that
We
on
are
that.
simple and tasty.
That's right.
Yes. Anyways, feel free to share, like this video. do what you want. We are still trying to get famous. We're trying to get down, broaden our reach in Ontario. Hopefully we get down to, maybe southern Ontario, what have you. By the way, this is, just so I don't know if anyone saw this, this is a hoodie, and it's from my niece's business, which she started this summer in Windsor. It's called the Blonde Coach. What they do is they took this horse trailer and they converted it into a mobile bar. So they now do events and birthday parties, that kind of stuff, weddings, and the two of them, her and her partner, they show up at there and they serve you drinks all night long. My kind of trailer. Like, we need one of those for bikes and beers.
We do.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Again, share, like with your friends. Links are always in the credits here for the brewery, and you can go check them out as well. More than happy to recommend these guys 100%. All right. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Cheers.
Cheers. Merry Christmas.